Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Aquarius. How are you guys? What's coming in for Aquarius? Oh, there we go. Seem to trust your intuition. I do see somebody keeping something to themselves, keeping it all in. I do see some kind of good news though. Friends, family, some kind of event. Yeah, we have a person here who's definitely has to do with someone learning something, speaking truth. Someone may be cutting someone out. So you probably know who this is. Someone's maybe cutting someone out, but it's often a person's swords up. They're a little skeptical. Yeah, this is some kind of secret. Or someone just keeping it all in. It's often the person who comes across as cold, but inside they may be feeling different. Yeah, I see a little chaos, conflict, a little drama. Yeah, we have someone here who's single. Someone's definitely under some stress, anxiety, confrontation. Someone may be having a little regret because they're shining a light. This is someone curious. They're learning something. See, it's someone curious, and there's some sort of regret here. See, confrontation, jealousy, or some sort of competition. I think you already know the answers you're seeking here, Aquarius. Yeah, this has to do possibly a place where people socialize. It's often a safe place, family friendly. Yeah, but it looks social. Looks like there's good news. It has to do with long-term stability, a legacy, someone very strict and structured. But it's a person who often comes across as cold, but I do see this, maybe an inner struggle here. This is someone definitely single. It has to do with someone competing or attention, looking for attention. Yeah, we have someone manifesting here. We got someone manifesting here. Someone's feeling someone's up to something, though they're skeptical. It has to do with jealousy or confrontation. Yeah. Someone here has everything they need. They're manifesting desire. They have a desire to take action, but it's about jealousy or confrontation, someone cutting in on something else. It could be a conversation, anything. Competitive. This person's definitely, I feel there's a lot of unfounded fear of confrontation, but there is definitely some regret because they're shining a light and they're learning something. They're looking for clarity. Yeah, it has to do with the way someone conducts themselves. Morals, values, someone's lifestyle. But it's an energy of faith. Someone has faith that they can make the right choice. Taurus, Gemini energy. Somebody on the Taurus, Gemini cusp possibly here. But it's about commitment. It's about committing. Who is this King of Swords? Marriage material. Somebody with a house and a home, a strong financial foundation. There's a reason to celebrate. So someone's strategizing here. They're keeping this all to themselves. They're not saying anything. It's private. Some kind of privacy. Someone's avoiding drama or confrontation. See, just not saying anything, but it's about privacy. Yeah, someone's been there, done that too. But it has to do with someone making a move, gaining momentum. It's about coming in and offering up this pentacle. See, it's about building the foundation. It certainly isn't here, but it has to do with long-term stability. I feel this could be a business owner, someone structured, strict, their lifestyle. Tell me more about this King of Swords. What is this person's intentions? Ooh. To make something right or to commit. Justice and harmony. It's about being fair. Someone just right. What is going on here? Tell me about the High Priestess. This is someone keeping it in. It's private. Not saying anything to their friends or family. Nothing. No, but this is about commitment. Yeah, and taking things to the next level. Leveling up, crossroads, life path choice decision. Ooh, someone's making a decision here, that's for sure. Yeah, someone who sees opportunity. They know a good thing when they see it. But it is someone who's got choices. See, there's competition, choices, opportunity. This could be a person, you might know who this is because I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. I think this person already knows, and you know they know. I'm kind of getting that vibe, but it's about two people coming apart and two people coming together. Someone may have other options, but this is someone who also knows a good thing when they see it, someone who's just right. Yeah, it's definitely a person who's taken a break. This is someone who's got options they're not interested in, clearing them up, but they're also taking a little break, a little pause. Someone getting out of their head. See, it's what they're thinking. It's about pinning someone down and committing. This could be someone who's a little hard to pin down, but it's like they want to pin you down. They want to commit. They're trying to manifest this. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little mirroring here with this energy, but it's about overcoming this. Someone's been there, done that. They're not into drama. They're not into competition. They're not competing. See, someone's cutting some people out here, cutting out the drama. See, this is someone who's been a little skeptical, but they're cutting someone out they're not interested in. Yeah, it's all about truth. So they've learned something here. See, they're learning something. Someone avoiding drama, someone who's not competing. But it's about cutting out the competition. They're just speaking truth. They're learning something and they're ready to manifest. They have everything they need. Yeah, this is someone who feels confident how they feel too. Yeah, this is someone all up in their feels. They're going to offer you this pentacle. Tell me about this pentacle. Yeah, some of you have been waiting for this. Shining a light, looking for clarity, but it's them, I feel. See, they're looking. And it could be yourself just curious. But I do feel it's somebody waiting for this pentacle. It's a situation that's about to come to fruition. This person has everything they need. They're confident about their feelings, emotions. They're mastering the King of Cups, their feelings. So they're confident. There's a choice, a decision they're making. Because of the Hierophant, they have faith in themselves. It's also about loyal friends, family possibly. Yeah, something about loyalty and faith. Someone's waiting faithfully. Yeah, this is some time in between. Someone's waiting. Yeah, look at that. Someone could be a person long distance, but it's about someone waiting for things to calm down, overcoming chaos, conflict, and drama. Someone's cutting out the competition, or they're just speaking truth. Yeah, time in between, waiting for things to calm down. So this, and it could be traveling, taking a trip, a much needed rest. But I feel this is someone who has an ulterior motive. So there is a little manipulation here. This is someone who probably won't tell you how they feel. It's like they want to get you alone. I see privacy. See the two of you going off alone, distancing yourself from other people, taking a trip. This person will pay for everything too, because they're trying to manifest. Yeah, it's about a trip, travel, waiting for things to calm down. I wouldn't be surprised they're a business over. There's a lot of chaos going on, a lot of stuff going on. It's often a person who's really busy, but they are somebody who's very wise. Very wise. Yeah, they're making a decision. See, a judgment. So I don't know if this is someone who maybe judged you unfairly at some point, but this is a life path decision, time out, healing. But it is a life path decision. And I do think this person knows they need to hurry up. Yeah, there could be multiple opportunities, but I do see confrontation, jealousy, whatever. They're cutting them out. They're not interested. It's just, they're just shedding and releasing all this here. But this is someone who feels confident with the decision. This is someone who feels they're a good judge of character too. Yeah. They want to build. See, they want to build. See, putting in effort. They definitely do work. So it looks like a break, trip, travel, going somewhere. And I definitely see shining the light, curious. This is someone who wants to spend some time here. Yeah, they're shining a light, a little aha. If you've been avoiding this person, Aquarius, if you've been avoiding this person, I feel like you're waiting, because I do see someone waiting for offer and opportunity. I do see a trip travel, like waiting for vacation or someone to finish out a contract or negotiation. But I do see some sort of an agreement here. I think you're going to spend some time with someone, but it does look like someone's avoiding someone else. If there's someone jealous or competition, they're avoiding them. Moving on. I don't even know of avoiding. I feel cutting out, because I do feel this is someone who's making a move. They're confident with the decision they want to build. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Yeah, see, I feel like you both already know the answers you're seeking. It's about the two of you coming together. You're mirroring. You're both wanting to spend some time together. Maybe both of you need to take a trip, vacation time, but it's about building, working, manifesting. Yeah, I do see trip, travel, maybe even relocation. But it's about change. This is someone change a lifestyle, change a habit, schedules, routines, to be able to spend time with someone. They're very strategic. They're analyzing things. Yeah, I feel this is someone coming in. I do feel there's been indecision, but I feel like some of you aren't going to see this coming. Even though you're kind of, I don't know if you're expecting this or not, but it's what you expect I feel is going to be different, because I do see that win or lose, the light bulb, the idea. Someone's coming up with an idea. Yeah, it's all about coming together. See, look at your mirroring. It's about the two of you spending time together. It's about loyalty, faith. This is about long-term stability. Ooh, we have the Empress. This is the start of something new. Some of you won't see this coming, but if you are indecisive, don't be afraid to take a step back. Do take off the blindfold, the rose-colored glasses. But I think this is somebody who, maybe it could be somebody who judged you wrong. They could be seeing you from a different light because they've learned something, but it could be both of you. But the interesting thing is whatever somebody isn't seeing, they're seeing now. And that's Empress energy. Tell me more about this. It looks like this is someone cutting someone out. It does look like two people going their separate ways, a commitment, a relationship being over. But this is someone who's often swords up. They're kind of skeptical, but you see they're trusting their inner knowing, like they already know. It's like they know that you know. You're manifesting and mirroring. It's about being together, spending time. Tell me about this King of Swords. Yeah, they've been there, done that, that's for sure. But they are somebody, it's about making a move. It's about moving forward. Someone's definitely out of here. They're definitely not interested in someone else. Yeah, massive shock, epiphany, something sudden. See the end. Someone making a sudden change. Change of heart, change of mind, seeing things different. But this is someone making a sudden decision. This is going to shock you. Someone excited or finding out that you're single, or they're suddenly single. Are you going to cross paths? If you've crossed paths with this person, I feel like nothing happened. It's something that didn't possibly go anywhere if you've crossed paths. But this is someone taking a break, healing from, I do see a breakup, a relationship. But this is also an energy of someone wanting to pin someone down. And they are pinned down by their thoughts, looking for clues and answers, coming up with some kind of idea. But they're also being enlightened because they're taking off the blindfold. They're seeing an Empress. And I feel like it goes that way for the feminine energy here too, Aquarius. Being open. See, being open to receive. You're about to receive. See, manifesting new. Receive the Pentacle. I don't think you're going to see it coming. This person's just, it's just going to be a sudden decision. Yeah, they're coming in to ask you out. So someone's just going with the flow. So I do see letting go of the outcome. See, there's no real expectations. So no decision needs to be made. But I do think someone is seeing something they didn't see before, or they may reach out and ask you, are you seeing anyone? But there is ulterior motive. You know, do you want to do something together? I'm going on a trip. Do you want to come along? You know, anything like that. But I do see some sort of an agreement here. It's about being on the same page. And definitely, yeah, I don't think you're going to see this coming. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Heartfelt message, taking action. This is someone being a little cautious, a little careful what they wish for. But they know what they want. They want this to go in their favor. They see you in a very positive light. This is a whole new cycle. It's opportunity, good luck, and timing. So I see this timing something too. I think this person's just suddenly making a decision. I mean, I do see someone excited finding out someone's single, but they are cautious, careful what they wish for. What about the Two of Swords? Yeah, so this is someone feeling a little apprehensive. I feel like it's one step at a time, too. Do you want to go for a cup of coffee, a drink? But this person has ulterior motives, and they're positive. They want to go someplace. They want to spend time. They want to get to know you. I do think it's somebody who's been busy, really busy. They're waiting for things to calm down. But this is like a little step. So it's like a little test almost to see what your schedule routine is, to see if you're seeing anyone. They're fishing for info. In other words, they're hoping that you're going to tell them what they want to know. There's the big cup. See, step by step. Their cup actually runneth over. See, planting the seed, watering it with emotion. There's feelings. So it's an energy of being a little sensitive. They're being careful here. Yeah. Oh, they were procrastinating. Should I or shouldn't I? Yeah. I'm going to tell you, if there is competition, nothing compares. Okay? This is somebody who's got, you're in their head. They're thinking about this. They can't stop thinking about it because they're pinned down by their thoughts, but they want to pin you down. Like literally they want to make some kind of a commitment here. To go I wouldn't be surprised if they buy a ticket or ask you to come along on a trip or holiday. But they have been weighing the pros and the cons here. Yeah. Should I or shouldn't I? It could even be the Empress doing it. This is somebody, I'm telling you, if they're comparing you to someone else, nothing compares. I do see competitive energy, someone who gets a lot of attention. But I see them cutting people out, kind of being cold. They're just not interested. This is someone, a masculine, who would rather be single than deal with some of the people that are coming towards them. Yeah, it is a crossroads here, a little Virgo energy. So they're kind of going within this person. They're looking for clues. See, shining the light. Aha, they've learned something. They want to go down this path. They're ready to go down this path. Ooh, because this is someone who's been on their own path. They're shining a light, whether the feelings are mutual. But I also see this is what it is. See, things are about to get real. It's somebody here hiding behind a mask, keeping their feelings to themselves. And I feel it's from everybody, not saying anything. But I do think both of you are very much aware of what you're manifesting. Because there's a awareness. It's about becoming aware that the feelings are mutual. But I do see someone letting go. I think this is someone ready to let go of their single life too. Oh my gosh. Aquarius. This is someone feeling like there's hope. Yeah, they see someone very gracious. It's all part of the Queen of Pentacles, someone calm and gracious. Someone who's single, they take care of themselves. See, they're looking at what they see and what they know so far. Yeah. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody happy. See, it's all about putting all the cards on the table, feeling happy. They see the bigger picture. Someone who's gracious and calm. See, it's a person who avoids confrontation, drama. So I feel some of you, it's yourself. You're not into drama. You're not into competing. The Empress doesn't compete. So this is somebody I feel who's aware. They know. And they are cutting out any competition. I don't think they're interested in them anyway, because nothing compares. Yeah, they also see you very charming, very sexy. This person's probably got people interested in them. But it's also someone shining the light, seeing someone who knows what they want. Someone very sexy, charming, but also very gracious. Also, this is also someone extremely independent. Very independent. So I do feel this is about approaching someone. Making sure you're single. I do see excitement, but then what they're learning and finding out is someone who's very independent. Very charming, very hardworking, very creative, beautiful Empress energy. It's energy also someone who is loyal, faithful. See, they're looking at how you're conducting yourself. You know your worth and value too. So this is really interesting. I do think you're going to have a conversation with this person. I think you've already crossed paths. I do think you know who this is. But it's sort of like they're analyzing every little thing. How you conduct yourself, your beliefs, the way you behave, your lifestyle. There's something being learned. See, learning. They're learning. They want to know more too. Yeah, it's all about love, a bond, a connection. It's about two people coming together. So if this person has choices or nothing compares, not only do they find you physically attractive, and this is a person too, like I say, this isn't just about physical appearance. This is someone looking for someone with abundance. They're seeing it. Someone who's gracious, a partner, someone who can be relied on, someone who's not into arguing, fighting, confrontation. See, I feel this is someone who dealt with the healing from a relationship. There's a lot of chaos, conflict, and fighting. See, they're not interested either. In fact, this is someone who just cuts people out of their life that behave that way, that create drama. So I feel they see you that way. But I do think you're going to be on the same page. Because they're offering you the cup. They want to come together. But like I say, they have ulterior motives. Now, this could be something to do with work, where they offer you work, coming up with an idea. It's possible you have skills or something here. But like I say, I feel like there's an ulterior motive. They want to ask you out. They want to date you. But I do see spending time together, taking a trip. And I do feel there's that energy. Look at that. There it is. Drinking from each other's cup. Spending time together, talking. See, I feel it's a one-on-one. They want you alone. They just want to have a one-on-one. They don't want anyone else involved. See, privacy. I feel both of you. You're going to be on the same page. Let's just keep this to ourselves. And we'll just go with the flow till we see where it goes. Because if you find you're not compatible and you're not, you don't get along, it's not copacetic, you go your separate ways and nobody knows. We got a couple of very private people, yeah, but it's all about investing. See, being patient, but their person's really interested. It's like you both want to learn about each other. You want to know everything. There's lots to know. These are people I feel that have pretty full lives, but also I feel both of you are rather independent, maybe been single for a while too. And often when people are single for a while, for those of you who are older, definitely that energy, been single for a while, maybe a little set in your ways. But those of you who are younger, I feel this is going to move a little faster. Because someone is definitely in a hurry. We also see someone who's been there, done that. So definitely, regardless of someone finding someone physically attractive, they have respect, self-respect, and self-worth. So they see you, know your value and worth. So you're very desirable to this person. You're safe. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a friend of a friend here, but it isn't an energy of friends with benefits, that's for sure. Because this is somebody here who's been there, done that. You're not interested with friends with benefits. Or someone, it could be the other way, where someone's been married before and they're not interested in that. They may just want friends with benefits, company, companionship. It could go that way for some of you. But I do see this. Taking a leap of faith. See, someone's reflecting. So now is the time to figure out what it is you want makes you happy, because this person's coming in, Aquarius. I do see some Gemini, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, lots of Mars energy. Yeah, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So interesting. But this is somebody making a life path choice decision, big decision. Judgment. Now, it could be someone who's a little judgmental. It could be someone who maybe judged you wrong. They may be seeing you in a different light now. They may have crossed paths with someone you know. They've learned something, because I do see talking, possibly talking to a friend or friend of a friend. But regardless, they're coming in and taking that leap of faith. It's telling you again, be careful what you're manifesting. Look before you leap. Because this person's coming in to offer the Pentacles. See, it's both of you. I feel like you both want the same thing, but it's about faith and committing. At least committing to this path. I think taking a trip, traveling. I mean, it's all the things that you're both interested in, sharing interest, doing something you're both interested in. Yeah. We got one more card. Yeah, we got a King of Wands here. So this is someone who, win or lose, they're coming in. They see the truth. They're coming in to lay the foundation. This is someone coming in right. And it could be somebody making something right because they've been pinned down by their thoughts. I wouldn't be surprised if someone needed a time out after coming apart. So it depends on your situation. But there we have it. Someone who's kind, compassionate, caring, waiting for someone to reciprocate. See, it's about learning. The Empress is somebody who cares. Somebody who's kind and compassionate, very nurturing. So someone learning things here. Someone who's loyal, someone who always has someone's back, a really good friend, good company, companion, very gracious and generous. Such a lovely energy. Wow, this person sees you in such a positive light. I'm not kidding. When I see that with the world in this energy, they literally have you on a pedestal. I don't think there's anything you could possibly do wrong at this point. But yeah, it does look like a bit of an ulterior motive. So, and you probably will clue into this. Maybe it's both of you, both in the same energy. Yeah. So it's an energy of like motive, I feel. There you are, speaking your truth. Yeah. I see someone very funny, charming, witty, very intelligent. Like you're the whole package to this person. It's everything they could ever wish for. But it does have that tendency to be a little too good to be true. But I do see speaking truth. Just speak your truth. Just be real. Yeah. Some of you, I do see if there is anyone jealousy or a friend who's jealous or anything, I do think this is someone who'll be cut out, or you're both very aware that there's someone jealous. So that's why I feel in that social circle, I don't know, it could be an ex or anybody here, whatever, whoever it is, you're going to keep it to yourselves. Because you might not even, it might not go anywhere, as far as you know at this point. But I see a lovely friendship connection. I do see a lot of physical attraction regardless. Yeah, I think you find this person attractive. I think you might just tell them that. But I do see speaking up and being very funny, charming, witty. Yeah, somebody here could be getting cut out too if there's choices. Yeah, you know your worth. See, Empress energy. It's the start of something new. Letting this person know you're open. I mean, you might talk to a friend of a friend. Tell them, let them know I'm open, I'm available. Maybe telling someone that you care about this person. I mean, this could be a motherly figure, somebody in this here. But it does, I feel, for most of you, come from the Empress. Someone who cares, kind, compassion, loyal. Someone who's always there through thick and thin. So even if it doesn't turn out to be love, it could be a beautiful, very deep friendship. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I do see people talking, a lot of talk, getting together. See, it's all about avoiding gossip. That's what it is. It's all about avoiding gossip. But it's when two people are ready to share, you will. But yeah, it's all about two, step by step, taking it to the next level. Definitely self-worth. There won't be any hanky-panky, I feel, until you've established and make sure you, like, you know, being on the same page. But yeah, it's just, I feel a very deep friendship and a bond is going to form between you and this person. But if there is a jealous person, I think you're going to maybe just go off on your own, distance yourself. It is the start of something new, and I do see there's celebration, rejoicing. I see a union in the future. And I do think everyone agrees that you're probably each other's type here. Nice. Whatever you do, just speak your truth, speak your mind. This person can take it on the chin because they have some of that similar energy with the King of Swords. Take care. Bye for now.